right, I'm getting ready to trim Brenda's quilt, one of my favorite things. I don't know, I love all the process. I'm not sure what I can say is my favorite, but I do loving trimming quilts, and I love having them show beautifully when you come over to pick your quilt up. Like I say, you only get one chance to make a first impression, and I want it to be the very best it can be. So trimming your quilt here at the Quilting Studio is one of the best ways that you can do that. And I want to show you a couple things here on Brenda's quilt. All of these rows are put together by a variety of people. Well, I'm sure they put on 3 or 4 rows and they hand it to the next person. So each one is a similar design, but at the same time, they've put their own flair into it. Now let me show you. When I'm getting ready to trim a quilt, I'm going to take my acrylic ruler and I'm going to line up one of my lines someplace on the inside of the quilt, as far as like a border or blocks that are going to be here. In this case, I'm kind of going 2 ways. I'm kind of going here first, and then I'm realizing, wait a minute, I've got a thinner border here that can be a little tiny bit wavy. And so I am lining up with this thinner border right here, and I've got it 1.5 inches distance, because you can see right over in this part, I've really got about 1.5 inches as far as, well, let me say, take it right here. I've actually got about 1.5 inches to go. Now, as I move down this section, you can see that I'm more like, 1 3/4 inches, getting closer to 2 inches, 1 3/4 ish. But when I get back down here, yes, I'm closer to that 1.5 inches. So what I'm going to do is take everything at 1.5 inches, maybe 1 5/8, and then I'm going to trim off all the rest of this. So where you see this part going out a little bit, that's going to be gone, because what I want to have is an equidistance all the way with the border or some blocks on the inside of the quilt. So this is a little bit wavy out here. Why is that? Maybe their 1/4 inch seam gauge wasn't perfect on their stitching. Maybe their pressing wasn't exactly right. Maybe their cutting of the fabric wasn't the same as some of the other people. Maybe they had some wavy sections coming down because everybody was working on it with their own 1/4 inch seam, and when they got down here, they had a wavy bit to the border. So there's a variety of reasons why this could happen. But when I have them pick it up, I want it to be even. I want it to be straight. I want it to be equidistant. I want it to be balanced. When they pick it up, I want them to be able to take it home and get the border straight on, and it's going to look amazing. So that's how I'm going to handle it. If I have kind of a wavy section that isn't quite equal everywhere, I want it to be equal inside with this inner border. I'm going to line that up perfectly before I do the actual trimming. Right now, I only have one hand to work with. So in a moment, I will have a second hand and I will check that out, make sure it's perfect before I do the trimming. Over here at the Quilting Studio, contact me. Let's get it going about doing a quilt over here for you, and consider having me trim it, because I know you're going to love the process.